ente emebu na omembu na ase inti woma say ni omapi inti yaba say yebe giye man ne ya ye oman ni yi inti youth nso mo moye beneficiaries to Ghana sese no mo ne yebe dan Ghana na mamo inti eze mo no mo pay attention na moye interested in such transitioning of a transaction because moanye interested near dane Ghana mamona Ghana no a decrepit ebubu apansam atetea, then what's going to happen is it's going to be almost impossible to fix it. Na monso youth no mobesa bre egusu aka mpi ni bewu kombedewu mo ayare mo wewu ohia ya nti moma yenye ne yensesa ne yema Ghana na enye yi nti ye ba ha ene a asema ye de ba ye no adwuma amaye wo ewiase ya boa ama ne pesi change tax system ewo Ghana ya tro ho krata ya pesi ye tooling system ma Ghana kwena ya tro ho krata ye de nipa ba ye mo be investigation emo mo chere Ghana government yes wo mo de ye o man fanye adwuma ye oil and gas expo o man fanye adwuma nti ya ye bia yes your contribution to Ghana no ya ye bia the chat to okra ne say abrochi formed over 6 billion every abrochi diaspora eba Ghana every year no ye kunya ma womo ye pass a law ewo Ghana parliament to 2006 woman shimukina ti ye ne de Electoral Commission ne Attorney General Kokota na ye pass ye ma womo order of mandamus say womo ma sa law no enye adwuma ne implemented the friend Representation of the People's Amendment Act kebashin mene womo fanye adwuma because NDC ne MPP nim say abuchifo de womo hujima womo say kwase ani tia na agronegu abuchifo ne ni tia agro no begu ama womo nti womo fanye adwuma nti yaba monase masoye youth of Ghana all over the world to say mon come home na mon mama home so na mon vote ma the one person pa ote the aspirations of the youth are say obetumi ama Ghana ayeye Kofi Korante bahumia nipa ono obona baso se watumi ama a friend saying watumi esi toilet o colleagues moon gene manipulations any interpretations ye change nipa shebre o colleagues enyoma ye automations to the extent they say Elon Musk factory war China 100% automated what ye toilet ufa $160,000 SUV it could be a toilet na umate so no where the president down so on my community on the ne ntakramwa sen confirm anyira na on the obechem kokko man kokko na tukusua ma waton kusua ne san hopefully akokko no kusua no de me hey we are ono amu abe confuse no ho about 24-hour economy obi mame a definition of a 24-hour economy from the perspective of the NDC eno na yeden plane nem wiem to aduane guzu emo aso a wo mu didi ana se asidu nketia se omo ye welding anajo benya free electricity sami ewuku sami jemfi no beba we create confusion a man who could get to a black on a wabekano one time just say 24-hour economy no that's the mystery. What MDC is selling Ghana for is a mystery. The mystery is the 24-hour economy. For what journey? So what journey? Hey, NDC. What journey? For what journey create TBB and only 24-hour economy? We need journey there. Tough luck. There's a 24-hour economy na come out. Because we need to do they do there. So we beton wachi. Say true safi. Me no go bena me pe go bena ye bem force wo so many adwuma anadwo. Na enye 24-hour economy. I mean, really, we need connectivity, we need competency, we need complexities. Or say, oh, be a 24-hour economy. One tiasie. My yeah, tiasie and me educate more. The 24-hour economy, what it takes to build an infrastructure for. As I say, we lay infrastructure and send a 24-hour economy number. Also, I say you have a policy for 24-hour economy. Government can legislate a 24-hour economy. Government's responsibility is to build an infrastructure and make financing, competitive financing available. Hey! Matibida, more bong do NDC for more combo policy. Ma bong from a sea dunketia, Sami Jemfi, Muna, ma bong, Okujetua Black, ma bong. Men America, KOFI KORANTENG, me say ma bong. Simple policy. Listen. Mentong 24-hour economy no mamu. Mentong mamu. You want me to sell a 24-hour economy? What Mahama should be saying is, Mahama, listen to me. What you should be saying is, Oba be eradicate corruption. No one share agriculture mu kena. Sa me tu yipe nebe win the election. Mahama, sa me tu. I won't win it because you won't know how to sell it. 24-hour economy any day. 24-hour economy any day. Ghana, your biggest problem say we can't self-sustain because we don't have the variables. Variables, no, where we're going to derive it, we derive it from agriculture. Food security cry in New all by 24-hour day. Trotro. What a trotro ne ba 24-hour economy. Now brother and so Jinan Chen say oba trotro ne public vehicles now obey the lithium. Hey, Baumia. And really, yeah, what tongue will live? Because listen, if any government is sitting there looking at the governments, and I said the presidents, NDC, MPP of Ghana, they are scratching themselves and tickling and laughing and saying that these guys, they got to be the biggest clowns. With all the resources at your work, you sit there and you make a joke of us. You are an embarrassment to Ghana for. Baumia Nemahama, you're an embarrassment. You know why I'm saying that. You are an embarrassment because you can't even explain a simple policy because it's not a policy. You just created something and said, hey, if we sell it to Ghanaians, just like we bought free SHS, we will buy 24-hour economy. Ghanaians are on a different level now. We're not going to buy it because it's nonsense. And enough of the clowns doing the circus. We don't want that. Come on, man, let's get serious. Ah, man. Anyway, let's get serious. Inti, I'm ready for your questions. Serious questions, bring it on and let's answer it. We want to build Ghana. The way you build Ghana is you build the things that builds a nation. Nation building requires specificity, not clowning. Debbie, clowning doesn't build nations.
Yeah. So, good evening.
Good evening. What's your question?
So what are some of the strategies you set in place if you get a chance to be one of the leaders in Ghana?
Okay. So put your phone on mute.
You said?
Put your phone on mute.
What of what?
I'll put it on.
Okay.
All right, good. Inti Enyoma building a nation, no, Enyoma do. Now you have to lay in place. Number one, as far as Ghana is concerned, no. Sani amateni we are seeing baby ni power, but For Ghana specifically, as I said, number one, you change your constitution. Number one. Number two, as I say, you eradicate corruption, because corruption costed Ghana for $3 to $4 billion every year. And number three, nation building blocks. But no, through a manifesto. Because the clowns come in every 4 years and they change the roadmap. We have to retire the clowns, because for 67 years they have created a circus in Ghana, and that has cost Ghana how much money? I don't know, but it's costed Ghana how just so much money, it's unthinkable. So now these are the 10 things that we have to do. The 10 things are housing. Your people need to have a place to lay their head. It's a necessity, because onya baby infinity twa, onya a peace of mind. Ontumi ensori ewo wiem, ewo fem, ewo abonten enkose okoye adwuma. Esese oda onya rest or replenish it. Or drain na brabo ho, one ne yere ne ma, on the family. Unya asetena pa. It comes from say ubenya good housing. And your housing say wote container there be wote a daya kitchen room, bedrooms room, living room room, toilet and bath room, unya warm and cold water. And only housing. Phone ringia no afa. TV. And only housing. Functional living. As I say, unya healthcare. Healthcare is a local hospital. We fall below a certain level. Government ne show. Because in Kofi, over 30% of people in Ghana, in a status, any reason, any amount to be a significant health for their healthcare. As I said, government, and it put it together a tax structure, be a show healthcare. As I said, healthcare, from the spectrum of healthcare, from say ubenya your friend saying enro ebema wasetna akwa nimu, to the point he said we are surgical procedures ubetumi aye. So sa spectrum nina according to chronic illness. According to chronic illness, you better send many now, as I said, government, you what tiers based on for incomes. A better one. What more, munye sika kakrano na mutia some premium be. Near the bois, one more fall below a certain level be. Now you're caught into employment. Employment, as I said, a meaningful employment, a lifestyle. And yet, employment is said the Zoom line for 150 cedis a month, 6 months crying in 3 or more, and no near employment. And so you can't woman now account. And then Mishia King Fantastic crew. Baby, I'm a parking my car, Mediciano. Security for best 6, ne money parking lot. Obedient, say, come. Just see bustier. I'm saying, I'm saying, Massa. Meaning driving. It's me a drive a car. Jamming, I'm in drive a car. Just say, you have 6 people directing one car. Say P. Nyansa Benewu. Woman now, the government, one more sheet to say, you want more employment. That's not employment. 6 people, a money parking lot, and your employment. A waste of human life. So, because it's your mocha 600 cedis a month. Obefa ka odi bedu fie na sika nyaasa onidi ye wo togobe a day kra na udi a 20 cedis enson gobe. They say 25 30 cedis 20 cedis gobe enson. So 20 kra be so na udi in 3 days 3 times a day and 60 cedis 60 cedis within 30 days a single person and 1200 cedis 1,200 cedis and you half that amount, 600. How are you living? Won't you rent? Won't you how are you living? What kind of life you been on? Into meaningful employment, education. As education I want, and I say you work over 2 million. You say unemployed graduate association. Well, how can that make sense? Uko school say ubenya a higher status of getting a job. They say the uko school no cry na wunye juma. Uko school na no cry guarantee say wunye juma. Does it make sense to you? So, identity, because education curriculums here one and yet consistent to yen needs. Ubi natural curriculum na mayen from 19 kujuhu na yen practice it. And why?
Sorry, I wanted to come in with a question if it is allowed.
Go ahead.
All right.
Question I'll be saying, I may answer in one way. You want to come with another question? Okay, go ahead.
No, this is KOFI talking. I think it was my brother that asked the question.
Okay, so what's your question?
Okay, let me wait till you're finished, then I come.
Okay, so that's education. That's number 4. Number 5, transportation. We don't have transportation. Transportation is key. Why? Because if you don't have roads, you can't have transportation. You need a network. We need transportation. Now, how do you do commerce? I don't know to me when you see KDD. Not to say the economy, no, it's not dynamic. You don't have transportation. So you have transportation, you have telecommunication. Say offer data. Me start ye me data go on, off. Why? They were MTN, they were Vodafone. Nina you turned on. The bia we turn a con knock off a con to say MTN Vodafone no crown so sign you doom so within the doom so no we start you was hey. There were different degrees of doom so within the doom so. Lighter so, and so me MTN call on, now call off, now Vodafone call on, now call off. Why? Because government into me Emma telcos no specifics on their deliverables. Will be a check making sure say one more magana for quality data. Me boy can share me. Common sense. So government will oversight responsibility on the telcos and go on your omejuma. I don't know America na Singapore na China na in the Ghana and Kwana de bia 35 million people. You who da. Leadership in the krum has said. Fact. Bien to me mechinye ewo ho. Obeji mechinya you're not paying attention. Pay attention. Security at the same and that menekin fantastic mikudi eba. You do an fantastic bisa girl no or 7 and say, oh, you're Nigerian. What are you doing in Ghana? I got a bufu yeah. I was thinking fantastic. Oh man, it was so funny. But Nigerians in Ghana pro 4 million. Omudi aduane. And so Korea said, Parliament could be so almost say, Omo your budget, you can't they're putting a strain on us. Nigerians in Ghana, Ebro, Ashanti region, and Greater Accra region, Yakambu. Imagine, say, there were 16 regions. Yasama in 2 extra regions of 2.5 million, 2.5 million, or even 2 million, 2 million. 2 extra regions. They say, your budget's in here for 16 regions, and so you're operating on 18 regions. Strain of 18 regions. So, because security, upon some, they just people from ECOWAS region just flowing in. Any security. Recreation, they say, at the end of your hard day's work, baby when Oko a sports center, akobo game, akobo soccer, akobo some sports be. Why you training kakra? One boys, or girls, akotena baby. Ibi a mako IMAX theater, mako share game B, mako share 3D, 4D. They say cry 4D movies, any reality. It's incredible. So I have 4D reality. What I say, ujina movie. Sanyo many na moko kayaking, moko trips. Kwawu Mountains, Monte Gondolas mu, share Ghana, beautiful Ghana, landscapes Ghana, de trams atututum, oko night safari, na unam the tram, ni trains and getting been sanyo many na bi wo Ghana. Adwini sa ni na income generators. Ada ne yenye wo Ghana. Ada ne yenye I name wo say, hey, Ghana. Ada ne yenye wo Ghana. Because you will be beer to say a bear sanyo many na nti ada ne yenye. Mpanyimfo na adwini sa mo amosi move to am NDC ne PP na. Adwini sa. Isa monte ase na mon change mo adwene nyesa ye koso abresa. If you are if you call markets say dabe na call market dabe na me call market me call market last week me call market or Dansoma me call in tools I me toy as a 4 as a 5 10 cities so bibia boyedin kusia ba ko kusia no 250 kusia ba ko 250 2 cities 50 pesos so 3 cities nti sanya yeton kusia no raw ade na no go den sa because we share the cost of food now anyway I know your food but menam edwom ho no ukono anhwe bibia ukono anhwe ye bibia boti ana wonan eputiri efom ade ne entirely ho yenye stores ma no mo ton niema no womo storage bins womo loading decks be load womo niema womo wo clinic ewo ho womo security wo ho womo sprinkler systems eja to ho a enhye womo niema de bia betina kejeti market ahye mokola market ahye yebesi with sprinkler systems obia ni ho crash sprinkler systems be activated ni bedum jano we common sense omonye ahye jrebe na president akogina ho oh we're going to NADMO we're going to give you 10 CDs everybody 10 CDs hey president idea yenim answer because he can now come out you could have installed with a fraction not installed a sprinkler system kojom wo Brazil na ko hwese de ya hihye ejum wo ka se wonam Dubai Mall ko Brazil so ade ne yentumi nya ye de ne saa ye mpanyifo no wo mu nim ana wo mu internet wo hwe obi atumi koso bi na ahwe how difficult is it ye market wo come market wo ka se wonam your friend saying Ukraine at the time of war why fee kakra bi we ba now a casualty how so yes sir then you have the power to charge people because you gave them quality your market I see upgrade shopping malls na market ye ton nuani wom okwa utumi tena se didi wudi dwa no na wudidi utumi nya places bi ono mokra ye wo child care wapa wo be di dwa no mpesa akola no be how nti na de no call child care you pay a fee no mahwe akola no amount no the number abono ho just say number 5 no ekua mansaba number 6 ya salifu ba na ebono ho na camera si wo so no mu dia gro no mani age na wo ma me ye shopping eno enyi nyansa because say akwala no e disturb parent na Emma unya less concentration. She spends less because she's not concentrated on her no. Na akwala no e di agora. Maame no ana papa no odi dwa no say when you freedom of a odi dwa spending more money. Isn't that better for the economy? Your market's your problem. You need malls. Malls here, one South Africans ni unu. Why? Where did we ever come to that realization? Say, as I said, South Africans na your malls magana for, and they charge our merchants any stock. One patronize it. They charge them in dollars. Yet you see the room, HR rent in dollars. Who is to blame for CD losing value? So, and then we talk about functional central business district. Set a place that private sector be in for what near the transactive business. There's infrastructure laid for OTC, over the counter transactions. How do you build a nation? So we need a strong infrastructure for foreign direct investment. How does investment come? We need regulatory agencies, Securities and Exchange Commission, Bank of Ghana, and men's goods, and to me, Fusika. So that alone tells you it's one you rules and regulations in your main BMI. People don't want to come there and invest their money because women say, my dream, when you find out dream, we need rules and regulations. But the Misika Bano Bijia, they don't want that. Who per se, Uncrofo Disika Woman, as I said, we want a strong regulatory agency, a guide the investors, a guide the woman. Na one mubu no ye punish mu eno na nkrofo be feel secure say how they medimisi kakwa Switzerland. Go and read about Switzerland. There no more. Switzerland na say kwa mountains kwa. There no more. But a strong regulatory environment in T. The whole world brings their money there. Hey, nyansa ye juma. That's how you build a nation. 67 years and counting. Yentumi one of Sanyoma 10 well. Most more pay MPP and NDC. There is something seriously wrong with your thinking. I can't that. If you listen, am I wrong in saying that? Because of C. And don't come here with our weak comparative analysis. Say, oh, NDC is better than MPP. Oh, MPP is better than... No. The worst or not, the less evil of two evils or many evils, no, is still evil. A less evil don't make you better. You still evil. A barrel of poison versus a teaspoon of poison. The teaspoon of poison will still kill you. So that's how you have to think. Let's go to the questions. Go ahead.
All right. Once again, I'll still greet you again. This is my worry, and I just want to know what you know about it, because we had a conversation not long ago. I met one of these politicians, and he made a statement which I've been thinking about, that it didn't suit well with me. For a politician of that caliber to tell me that there is no government or president in Africa, he generalized it, that do not want to build his or her nation. But the problem is coming from the West. And I didn't understood him very well. So I wanted him to go deep to make me understand. And what he was saying is that the Western powers are the reason Africans, which one way or the other, I know some things that they do to sabotage our development and all that. But my question is, the people we elect into power are the people that carry things to them.
That
And
would
sometimes
say that again. The people elect to
those
carry what?
send our things to them. That is one.
Mhm.
Sometimes they walk all the way from wherever they come from, meet us, and negotiate with us, especially I was hitting on our natural resources. But in a point of negotiations, we still go down for them to take advantage of us. Why? Because we don't have the materials, or sorry to say, the equipment to mine our, let's say, raw materials. So why I came up here to ask you this question, because I know how and I've been following for long, for about 3 to 4 years now, which I've been following you, I've been campaigning for you even before we started Fix the Campaign. I don't want to do myself a lot. So I've been following you a lot. Why I'm asking you this question is, must somebody sit down and believe in this kind of stories? That because the Western powers are controlling Africans' economy and all that, African can never do anything, or we cannot do anything at all to change it. Is that possible? Or there is something that we or the leaders can do about it?
All
If
right.
something like that is really
All right. Are you done with your question? So I can answer it and move
Yeah.
forward. Because I know what you're asking. Are you done?
Yeah.
Okay. So 50% true. So I want to really explain the situation to you. The Bachoti tree, and I said main use for now. Okay. So the TN said Western powers be control because election yeah. Bacho, what deciding if I crowd be vote to Amano? I'm putting you on the spot.
For
Hello?
now, I have only 2 people in mind.
Okay. Good.
I have 2 people in mind.
Fair enough. Fair enough. I hope I'm one of them. But what the young fan say, what the main common point.
No, I wouldn't have even come here.
Okay. Into the
I wouldn't have.
Woma wo obia pick one say you could vote to ama wom no. First question is say wo bisa wo ho ne say how are they funding their campaign? Why na eboa wom to fund their campaign? And on the first question, because who to me answers our question now, and a mau answer to question now will be sano because my main country aprofo no omo ti table ho and one more hwɛ de ɛkɔ so wɔ wiase mu na and one more hwɛ baby on between take advantage, especially in Africa. No one who say Africa for no no say one might ubia pe power into the one no say okay nipa running main people running here Kofi Koranteng, Baumia, Mahama, Cheddar, Atlanta Mantain, so nipa 5 feet. Winner of 2024 no be one mu baako. Nti the one be say yɛbɛpɛ sika akɔma wɔ mu naa. Deɛ ɔbɛgye biara de sika no bɛma no. Yɛba Kofi Koranteң wɔ Kofi, bra bɛgye 20 million afa campaign. Kofi si ɔmpɛ, ɔmsi Kofi wagye me. Gyina nkyɛn. Yɛbɛ make sure sɛ yɛbɛhwɛ ase wɔn win. Na yɛakɔ next person hɔ. Gye sika. Na yɛama wɔn sika. Na wɔn de ayɛ wɔn campaign. Agreement here and say what we near yen ye babe how to run your country. Or no yet desperate to win it, no assign it. No ya manisika. The Ghana for penny say ye chewomu TV, ye chewomu deep freezer, ye ma woman toma, Wellington boots, Maggie cube, a more on mini baby assign your money a free back. nipa akɔre so a wama wɔn mu sika se yɛmfa mɛyɛ campaign no nim sɛ mo Ghanafoɔ no deɛ yɛ create artificial hardship ama mo no yɛma mo saa nneɛma wei a ɛyɛ mo dɛ nti mo bɛgye adi na deɛ ɔmaa mo pii no makɔto aba ama monya to aba no wie pɛ na mo de mo kɔn ahyɛ cast no mu afei yɛbɛmia wo wakwan yɛnyɛ o bauxite yɛbɛgye o gold yɛbɛgye intos ni jene yɛbɛka sɛ kɔgye no wɔ Burkina nsase no yɛde tu kookoo yɛde tu gold yɛasɛe wo nsuo wo ma wobɛwo wɔn no wɔma deform because of toxicity but sɛ wo ho nhia wo ho nhyɛ da nhia saa woyɛ Ghana ni wo ho nhyɛ da nhia saa because you assign your life away time ana election na ɛkɔ so no wo Ghana ni no a wo ne me kasa sesei no wo po bi a obe show flash okura pickups 1,000 yɛde akɔgu constituencies a ya brande ho oh chale akwa no ɔyɛ adwuma ɔte campaign ase politics no o kyɛ sɛ ɔte ase sikawura ɔno a na ɛwɔ no ɔno ne yɛbɛto ama no because ɔbae wama yɛ bi adi fɛ sɛ deɛ ɔto ogyina pickups no ɔto sika akɔɛte politics ase wogyi mie no ɛne ma wo brɛ. That's what it is. Kofi Koranteң ono onkɔgye sika biara no onye ne politics ni yie na Kofi wokra no yate sɛ wonhyɛ da ni sika na wonhyɛ da ni sika politics yɛ game of money na bɛde no wanwini wonhyɛ da ni sika na dwene ne nkyerɛ ne sɛ de nti a Kofi anyi sika no sɛ mepɛ sɛ me ba na me bɛsom wo menua enu nti na manyi sika no anka me so me kɔgye sika ne bi na me to peten na obi asese bi na ɔmo ka sɛ Kofi sika wura wayɛ ni na o de nyame nsa da so yɛyi wa ma yɛbɛbɔ nsam ne saa nti ɛhɔ no ɛna determine sɛ Western powers no ontumi mfa ne pɛ ɛmɛhyɛ wo so but sɛ wo sign ne sika no de be ma no na ogye dia na ne wa mani tumi nti they say no no ba be kyerɛ o finance minister wa agric minister wa education minister o be kyerɛ bibia akwa we wo fa no si akwa we onim nyansa dodo mfa no ya bo wato baby ya fa sebe o ma wo mu nim nyansa adwene wo from ne de wo ma hyehyɛ key places na to obi say na pa nti na ye nim no ono no oye say sika na okosan ne ye no ehun susanso na munhu no Ghana for yesu nyansa o debi ye pese ye san koto ma baumia break the 8 ye koto ama mahama JM to aso ne ye be ponsrama ne sa so this is where the problem comes from. How you get elected is how you run the country. Monsieur nyansa na monfa obi a onko bo bosia se odi be yeshu akyere mo because ye beji ye man a esese ye titi ye were mpo wure mu na ye de gi ye man ni ye gi wi a obi ankoton bibia ma obi a ma se we ye media said ye ton Ghana no ye cocoa be ye dia ye oil be ye dia ye gold be ye dia yes ye dide.
That is my last question before I get that where you are headed towards. That was supposed to be my last question, but what hit for it. My question is as to how you see almost messed it up with all the things in Ghana, all the government institutions, government properties, and all that. I messed every single thing up, including our natural resources, our environment, everything is almost to the grounds. I think they are destroyed BBA. Now my question is, after how am I creating all these things, a Google CCA with negotiations or Marco with the foreign companies, are selling out all our natural resources to foreigners, especially one thing that I'm really bothered, lithium. I just read an article about it, and I don't even know what to say. My question to you right now is, God help all of us to get you into power. How are you going to be able to manage this thing from where they've messed it up from where they have taken it to, and a kwan best now be far. Ubitimi dia regulating na kodum pempen. So be say, afi ade ye Ghana de bia na bitimi get it back.
All right. For starters, no, we need to get in. Because you get in now and stabilize the situation now, you to solve BBR. Number two, the entire one person will release me ya call RTI one person will release the docs information.
Wow.
One person will release me idea who hear me pane Vincent Pelori's transaction on Temahabo. Almost will release. Yeah. So because woman him said a key to 2024 election. Woman release it. Wabra I am rat to who Right to Information Act. The CM family. So inti the minimum say a lot of the contracts were signed and yet compliant. And yet consistent with your constitution. And PF from Nioma womb. But when your specialist they be combo through line by line near one, ye who Nioma you bet me a trim, and in Nioma you bet me abrogate. So inti ye pese ye eno na se your friend saying ye best san neoma BS say yes bia ye best so be over my between as says see pay one off one part of the contract now yes we fire there ye because as I say you start healing the healing process and as I say you started because we want them out of our system. As I see a purging one more out of our system. And that means say ubi a why smoker you're getting off smoke and I say nicotine and I say ubi a or yeah alcoholic you didn't call Alcoholics Anonymous yeah one so free alcohol so no. Women have some serious drawbacks in terms of withdrawal symptoms. So, but ultimately, and you can't be abrupt in doing it because you shut their systems down, but you have to put them on a program and gradually you take them off. And that's what we're going to do. But we're going to begin the process. That much I'll tell you. That much.
Hello. I'm trying to my bum kakra.
Where we dear, but where we?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
Right.
Line by line. Mexico, Bacho, my next one by one, not said you're baying in order. Why, Mr.
Melanie can say, make us some patch.
Train, Miller, Bacho. Mix, can you hear me? Okay, hold on 1 second. Let me just do this. Okay, Kofi, Kofi, you're next. Now, you're called Trucker. Now, you're called Miller. Into first three, Kofi, go ahead.
No, Mamela and Casa. I've just so Mamela.
Okay, Kofi, we see
Me patron.
Okay, so we're gonna take you off because we need to clear the Trucker. Talk to me.
Ravi.
Yes,
Some are okay no. The BN who default. I was on one of the platforms. The major question that was asked there was, among all the 5 or 6 candidates, who are we choosing? And I was so blatant with it. And I didn't need a second opinion. I just went straight ahead and said, if it's not KOFI KORANTENG, then there's no way any of them there should even be viable for any of the positions. Why? Because the first question you should ask yourself is, who is sponsoring whose campaign? That is the first point of contact. So, send ye sika so Sabio Akufuado on the only sika that the papa was cut into the Obama pepe, How did he make his money? What was his source of income? Sani manema wina ye musaya hua, enya de so my no. You bet me a show before França said ding or bow on swab beside yes. Oh, and we've been so fickle minded to the point say me who say ne nka no ebi sa about to do ne ekocheche 10 cities ekocheche bento money fried rice money bottled water baako mo a no many aji say yeah then they go and sell their votes for nothing. Now after everything now feel yasa betina say the same topic we discuss the same topic yeti osisi yeti we bra wo de onim na ne onim no me ka manate sebio e-levy mpo eba na nse ya po edi e-levy akusi awowa akogye say sika no yebetua in the next 5 years. Not just e-levy, every other thing we have in Ghana. Say no mo ye no okay fancy e-levy is way e-levy be my 10 billion Ghana cedis next year. Say sika ni asese ne de no akogina so ne de akogye bosia na say imfaso bia na sika bia be GF e-levy bia no any mindful to. And it's not just e-levy, every other resource we've had from Kufuor time 2000 and in the year 2000 ever and a new month as me good Mate.
And then your prayer make a tell medical insurance, yeah, but phone to so yeah, phone to meet. Your friend make a tell say menka sa medical insurance, yeah, babeji diaspora and say back Ghana, menka hwasem. And I'm so glad you saying this, Tracker, because this is a clear example of the ingenuity of criminal organizations, mafioso cabals. Some medical insurance idea, but we do only quiet. One would day a year an assessment say ye dear no so air park or jiposi in advance. Near GD. Because a no now one day analysis say ye say nipa 20,000 about Ghana every month, Ghana for inti ye 100 cities insurance. Oh, we know they're not gonna need it because the average person about Ghana no would do 2 weeks no call. Into obedi 2 weeks no corner. Why is this thing acting like that? Oh gosh, this thing always does this. Yeah, on the bay. Okay. I mean, okay, good. Into one year assessment, you know, I'm saying you been 10 billion now. The 10 billion now bosia in advance. Not yet the medical insurance na chichire diaspora for kum na motua. Na make catch them say diaspora free. Muntie asemi. You pay once 2024 to help KOFI KORANTENG win, or you will pay forever. Upo wumpo. Now, a fair crown be frustrating my life. You're gonna have to cut ties with Ghana because you be frustrating my life. Ghana free. Help KOFI KORANTENG win to change that dynamic. Mini akoso. Me da say okay me.
That's a bra. Nya what can de ehun asema no. And there's been a lot of videos out there. Diasporans who have been to Ghana are now making videos to backlash Ghana because a doso said the ensem Kwisika eba airport so still na airport it medium airport light airport deka electricity. Ade nyanza we he. Bra, mini Ghana CCR. Me Ghana na michi trailer. There's not been any mining sector in Ghana menkoe because of load and Vietnam. I've gone through Burkina, I've gone through Niger, Mali, Guinea. Now me can same way on record. Ama yenyi na ayate. Ene ayeti hei. Burkina for ne womo Niger ni Mali trucks ni ba. Edwom bucket akese ni ba beloadi o airport a. Omu loadi 20 footer bako miensa eniema in the digu bucket bako mu. Something which is supposed to be just 40 footer. Ye loadi 60 footer niema egum. Make us say can contain and sign overload that. In all, you're looking close about 90 tons. Eniema to 120 tons eniema negum. Na sa ade we or the befa kwan so. Ontua tolo fi se yejimi yempanyimfo sebi mpredia samova ncheme. Yinim nyansa ye twa to mu. Inti ye ntua to. Near the sa load we befa kwan so abesai kwan no. Before so bedu axle weight, no a park car no motor overhead. Na kwala di mrika no akọ axle checkpoint no akọ 5,000 at all 7,000 na hey we do on my no so many afa ot senior or kofa axle to on fa so na pua no sako obetua all these axle checkpoints na ansa na akọ akudu Burkina inso odu Burkina border Ghana Burkina border before so be room obeyi niema no aye overweight na gu ho eya na makoma ye me yasem koto mboda makoma ye me yase ya me say who Burkina na who as a trailer driver o tie kopai si po na wo yi jack wo be jack car e di si asphalt ni so a wan hwe obe dem mama de achi aden omo 10-year policy for mu kwan inti yi fasi dua bi so na emma weight of the jack no enkose kwan no na wo de busa trailer driver bi anase busa obi otwi car kese bia across these neighboring countries wo remu Burkina na so do police checkpoint I thought we come to my parking motor no motor we ye bema twemu nako wow better pega Burkina de Burkina o ansa na ntokwa yi kwa be si a captain e be take over e ho be hye sisi ampo e hompo wo de car e ko bobonga abo e friend bonga wo ti agro timamufo be hye car no na yet your mind to say Ghana mu a se binyansa ebuso bra eya na makoma ye meka Ghana asema makoma ye me yase ya na meka tro bi a wo ha eni mu a se bi o mo ka bi egom mo share video no e ma manfonte if it's not KOFI KORANTENG forget about all of the others mo first year mame until on edi 11 akosi awa ono ba dey na oba befa e de akobu o man
First year mama
2000 in the year 2000 Canada Japan mu na te parliament ana ye di Newmont contract is Newmont insa 3% na Ghana in free Newmont mu enne ko mo so ma restructure contract nimpo 7% na Ghana enya out of a whole 100% na wo a agudie wo wasase na obi ono wone ma odi betu a refine abase obeya round ma minya ne kwa na to aso
and I said me me yeah so much obi can yeah and it's too painful because I take offense that man, this is like sticking a dagger in me. You say, you an idiot. You an idiot. I told you an idiot. You an idiot. You see, I proved to you an idiot. So enough. It's painful. Tracker, yeah, that's it. It was your first smarty. And you been American tracker, neka swati. Or your tracker. How much does it take for your leaders to fix this country? It's not much. Burkina Krenya respect. Na omaya yedi gold kokoji intos ni nyadoa eba. There's something seriously wrong. Me can't want tiase. Enya tim didi o. Ankrofo no mu go no. From there being executive, legislature ne ho masa. Me can't want tia enkotre. Just say what so tell me, what do they do for Ghana for 67 years? Got the moon fi acquire soon there to make a truck for you pick up. Now pick up me teach me me to me and your poto ma may call 30 miles 40 miles per hour, may call 5 miles per hour. It me top poto me me tia boss up my kwame say yes. Yeah, condition was say Ghana wo enye tintin na me mu me tintin me nye tintin. Me kon na ye me ya. Pick up no meti ese me pepilo bi na me tars ro na meti bo a. Masa aboso kan kokko he me say wo bi a wafa aboso kan you wo be di madanse ese de me kan okre. Di enko asa. Unu de nra yi why na nra de na me fa ye nra. Na obi kan che me enra da be enra me ni obi nam na o kan che me say aboso kan contract on be e do be no government in tio mo kan ti wo mo so mu jaye wo ko mu kru e fe na MC akofo obi foforo so meto aso. I mean, really, who does that? Yenko track here das yenko Miller ho. Miller, menko.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Good evening.
Yeah.
The man in Ajo, Titupa,
Just
Brakofi. Now, what
Yeah.
to say?
yeah, who ye minia, menko.
Oh, wow. Me there already. I say no question me. Say metie uneno na mehwe senia wo de won samo etudwa. And then actually be 24 pages. Ewo nsamo a wo de atudwa ewo page no so bebre. Na eduru baabi a na mehwe senia akoma no ekọ soro no a especially edi ema journalists for na sometimes me a little analytical. Mehwɛ deɛ nipa no ka no a ma follow yɛnua no mu a wɔn nso bɛka wɔn ho no ati wɔ mu a matie nipa no bebree ɛna wɔn nso so ma di wɔakyi mmerɛ kakra yi na ɔpanyin ɛnyɛ sɛ bi a wɔ platform yi so me baabi a mewɔ the north side of UK no ma start campaign bi na meka binom yi a ɔsɛ no wɔne hwan yɛnim no na ma show no sɛ ɔmmra TikTok bi koraa obi wɔ koraa na app no koraa ni ne phone so na yɛatwe wɔn agyinagyina so Ghanafoɔ no wɔn ba burokyire a sika no ɛno sika shift nko a na yɛde sɛ eventually sika no yɛde kɔ back to Ghana ɛhwehwɛ sɛ daakye bi no yɛbɛtumi gya yɛ biribi na mmom sɛ nhyehyɛeɛ bi ngu kwan mu a in fact wo disika no kɔkora no a ntumi nyɛ nea ɛwɔ sɛ ɛyɛ ntumi nyɛ sɛ UK ntumi nyɛ sɛ US ɛne na kyerɛ sɛ yɛabɛbrɛ agu yɛn nyinaa so nim sɛ buroni so deɛ ansa na ɔde ne sika bɛma wɔ kɔwura mu no na ɔde wɔyɛ adwuma bebree nti ɔpanyin nyame nhyira wo na me concern ne sɛ wo deɛ nyame ayɛ w'adom o ebi a wonya suahunu bebree ɛwɔ wiase nti nea ɛda wo ti mu no a woka kyerɛ yɛ no agye sɛ sɛbi o madwemma ɛna ɔmo bɛhu na ɔmo bɛte nea wopɛ sɛ woka kyerɛ yɛn n'ase na anti awuofoɔ no a wɔn nenam ɛhɔ no a ɛkɔm no nko ara no immediate na ɔno mo hwɛ ne deɛ anuanom yɛ na ɛgye sɛ yɛn nuanom bɛte saa adedase na rehope sɛ ho so ne sɛ wɔn na ɛyɛ majority na ɛwɔ Ghana
No correct.
ne ho kyerɛ no a si nana na ɛkɔ ne fi sɛ me ne wobɛka sɛ yɛ a me ne ma se kasae ɛna meka gyene sɛ na wone nkufi pante ne ade mu nkokɔ tietia wo ma wɔsi na ɔyɛ a ɔnya ɔyɛ maase no sɛ na yɛyɛ a ɔnya ɛsɛ a mɛsɛ ma aba dɔ ho nti na kyerɛ sɛ ɔbɛkɔ back to ne traditional MPP no a ɔmo perform abysmally me akasa no na mato aba ma MPP pɛ mato aba ma NDC pɛ na isi am no kase pa no neighbor UK am the NDC for card na mehu sɛ wɔn mmienu nyinaa ne nye nipa bi a wɔn bɛboae wɔn mu ntumi koraa efi sɛ so wɔn bɛtumi ayɛ a deɛ Ghana ayi ɛna kyerɛ we videos bi wɔ picture wayi no previous ayi no ma mehwɛ in fact ɔpanyin mewura hɔ yi na me obroni bi a madamfo no ɔkyena mɛkɔ no hɔ na me ne di nkɔmɔ na oyi ɛna meka kyɛn sɛ yɛ kurom hɔ yɛn ɛna yɛyɛ chocolate no a cocoa no a chocolate na mudi ne hanom no cocoa no yɛyɛ de ayɛ ne da no asɛm ɔka kyerɛ me sɛ ɛso sɛ mu chocolate no na me yɛ ne produce raw materials na sɛ mu nye chocolate no na deɛ ɔyɛ potato chips no ɛne de group potato no ɔne ne whisker ɛkyerɛ sɛ deɛ ɔade value no ɔne ne whisker nti mu bɛ produce mu nya hwee yɛyɛ ɛbɛyɛ chocolate no ɛne ne whisker nti adɔfo no bra covid na meka sɛ sesei no wogyina me deɛ maturo me hand for you wone onua baako bi so ka ho a na metie ɔno so no mehu ɔno so na hoɔden a ɔno so pɛ sɛ ɔno so ɛboa Ghana titire te sɛ no deɛ menim abusua nyinaa yɛ anti two parties no a wɔn no yɛnhu nea wɔyɛ no nti meka mesusu sɛ te sɛ no sɛbio nyame so adom mu mfie kakra wo alankyerɛmaten ɛna deɛ ɔsua wɔ mu koraa ne yɛ nua kyerɛ da wɔbɛyi menim sɛ kyɛ abɔsom bɛba deɛ a but for now no deɛ mo mmiɛnsa no ɛna bi a mo hwɛ sɛ mobɛyi saa abotamfo yɛ firi yɛn so ama yɛn ho atɔ yɛ na yɛbɔ mpa yɛ sɛ dɛ nkwa tenten de ma mo na mmom no Ghana nhyehyɛ ne yɛ law ne sɛnea 4 years pa yɛhwehwɛ sɛ nnipa de bɛbu ɔman a ayɛ sei no ɛyɛ ana ka mehu ne sɛ ɛhia bigger force ɛsi a wo nko ayi sɛ nipa a ɛwɔ Ghana yɛn no yɛwɔ nimdeɛ kakra ne yɛbɛtew waseɛ no ne yɛbɛyɛ 10% a na yɛhwɛ bi a sɛ saa bɛyi time aka yɛde kɔto ɔbɛyi paa na ɛkɔ mu aba Ghana ha paa yi nkɔɔfo yi kɔkyekye sika mu ɔmo a yɛnsa afa anti awuofoɔ yi nsa ama
Dabi, ɛhɔ na ɛsɛ sɛ wogyina wo nan so na wo take wo stand. Moma me twɛ ma bi. Bakyɛ wo maame. Wo maame te ase.
me maame ankasa nte ase me wo wɔn mamafo mo se maame.
Okay. Nti sese yɛmfa sɛ wo maame a wo fa ne sɛ wo maame sese na he no wo kurase a no wo nkran na wo abukyiri a no wo
Okumase.
Very good. Nti obi antie scenario a mepɛ sɛ mede mamu sɛ wakɔ akɔsra no na wo maame God forbid ɔnte akɔ now say maame me kɔ pharmacy akɔtɔ aduro amawa wo kɔtɔ aduro na de brɛ ne sɛ ɔnoma does she have to ɛsɛ sɛ ɔte prescription yɛde ayɛ aduro no ingredients ɛwom deɛ yɛ baabi a yɛyɛ aduro no sɛdeɛ ɛsɛ sɛ ɔfa no ɛsɛ sɛ ɔno ɔte saa nneɛma no nyinaa ase ne borɔfo anaa ne gyɛnman a yɛde ayɛ aduro no ɛsɛ sɛ ɔte saa nneɛma no nyinaa ase ansa na wanom aduro no anaasɛ wo no all depending on you sɛ wobɛka kyɛn sɛ maame aduro wei ɛbɛsa ɔyɛ no nom no 2 times a day in about a week no ho bɛtɔ deɛ he wo no bɛfa wasɛm anaasɛ ɛsɛ sɛ ɔte aduro no ase ansa na wanom
Sese no deɛ me na ɔbɛte masɛm no ase.
very good
sɛ bia na ne num asua no wɔ fam.
very good
Me na meka kyerɛ no.
wɔn ɛwɔ hɔ a ɛyɛ yɛ maame nom yɛ nananom a wɔn make decisions a ɛnyɛ based on objectivity any knowledge no ɛyɛ responsibility to lead them or they will make the wrong choices. Te sɛ aduro no ɔkɔ pharmacy hɔ a ɔnhu na ɔne pharmacy ne ɛkɔ akɔka but wo na ɛsɛ sɛ wo lead no nti mɔnte aseɛ sɛ maame te sɛ deɛ wo yare a me na metɔ aduro ma wo sɛ fa ne sei ne fa ne sei no gyimi di na hu sɛ ɛnyɛ wo pɛ na wo de kɔpɛ aduro bi sɛ aduro wei na ɛde nti ɛna menom na mmom deɛ bɛsa wo yareɛ na wo ho bɛtɔ ɛno na mede ma wo sesei deɛ bɛsa wo yareɛ na bɛsa me yareɛ na yɛn na ho bɛtɔ yɛn na nyɛ sɛ me wɔ aburokyire a anaa me wɔ nkran anaa me wɔ baabi a mɛha sɛ wo ho te sɛn na ɛyɛ KOFI KORANTENG for once no moma yɛnto aba ma no ne yɛnhwɛ ne gyae na NDC mɛsɛe maba sɛ wɔn ka sɛ wɔn bɛsɛe aba ni na ɛyɛ 1 million a Ghana no 100,000 votes betumi sesa aba 100,000 votes nti sɛ obi aka sɛ o ɛne mɛsɛe maba ɛno nko atumi tɛne a vote nti yɛn ɛna plus adeɛ baako a ɛho hia paa nso ne sɛ you don't vote based on say what Bible say and what Bible say. You vote based on what you believe is right. Say principle a wode to abano eye based on wo value system. Yes, meji krachi di ne de o ka se ebeboa Ghana ntime to abana ma no. So the when we no krampo a baby a me kra dan ne de o ka ne se o di no krintime to abama no. E no necessary we ye. You don't make a decision based on what is popular. You make a decision based on what is right. Inti mo ka we chire mo maame nom ne mo papa nom a ebia ye nya 100% wo mu na ne mo be ya adwene, but fa mu na bete mo asese decision making no ye koyechi ne ye kohwese de ye tete ye character ne ye tradition ne ye culture na based on the BBA has been based on character.
Yeah.
And based on what is popular.
Pacho, me wie kura no. Na me susu say, who say nka bit my boy say, mo they say no modin akompanim. Na nka wo ene unua cheda na metie wo presentation bi a also ne nakasa. Ene nkitinkiti ya woyɛ dan a wɔn nwene alankyamate nya de a obenya wobetu no cheda yi wobetu no. Na omususu no wo a little force wa ebeka also de no ho ebema wo force no so ayi the greater na yetimi de apesiu the ultimate to no nti papa me de na mesusu se enka bi kwan bi wo ho no mu a obetimi ne enua no mu ya kasa ma mo onse mu de ne ayi movement nti mu wo positive it's a single idea bia na ma buy into consensus bia we mo hayache eni nyina yesu ye Ghana ye die ne ye na menko an KOFI KORANTENG no ma ho den no bia mintumi knows that actually no nti ufa wo force kakra be ka me ho na nka akwadwo chamate so fa wo so kakra be ka me ho na mpanyimfo bu be say ba ko pe no wo wi la dura ye begu na esan say cheda nso won so na chitaafo na se we so na chitaafo no mde be ka KOFI udie ho a se me gidi ye se ye mu be ye dura betumi atu saa nkofo no every say wo mo no susu wo soro ho no wo mo be se wo be divide mo mo ha se no kura pratiti na wo makoso atna so enu ni ma dia me se betumi e possible amaya na amaya susu ye ankoye kwa anye sa afi we pa ho se Kim opanyin na wo kura wo kase na bre Ghana for me the boa mo magyan mo se mo nya me come America na cheda ze me so me di misika na we so wat na ha ompanyinfo ye de ye hu be kiri ye pa o nti na me de me se
minua enokre na me ka cho na se ye du hu nkomo but Chiremantini de yi na dwene free wa dwene mu efi se sanko di
very good
the primaries na wo mo ye na anko on free MPP
enko free mu traitor
ono de yenyi ne nto nchen cheda no ye ne kasa
very good
emrepamu no se opne nyoma so na ye na ya dwene ko benkru mu a ye be ba ha ne abeka achi mu na oi
papa December me ba beto aba o nti me stresse nka mo ya ebeboa me ba earlier na ya be hwese
because ehia ya nsen wo
me ma me nsan wo
ye tie ne se MPP ni NDC de womo emoa akotitare nkrofo bi achi a obi anim nti wo hwe wo manim a wo hu womo kama se de me hwe wi wo machi ne na bibitare ho so nti ese ye domo suko kakra ne ye hwe ne o metitatare wo machi ne ye hu why na finance mo a ma mo se sika because minua winning no ye just one part of the puzzle.
Yeah.
To say for ha wo ma be se enumre wo be weni be wie no yes na de bia Ghana for Africa for mo weni a say power na control mu no efi west e ho ne asem no me mpese me ba be weni a power free west e control me and me kan kire Ghana for me apologize se kra ansa na edu ho say me nye because me ebe kum mi sunsun de medema no aka me de abo NDC fo achi MPP fo achi me nyi bida I can't do it inti se eyese me ni obi nkomaji na nipa kro no power ono woni sika owo no ye ntumi hu akire hu se eye pefe And as NDC and NPP no do one more show me chidia, I'm not gonna marry to them. And then no credit me can't show. And then credit and my percent most of tema say because yes sir, me bedru ha eduma mo percent me ye no. Be to me.
Question.
So inti yenni no credit no obi ehu baby ugina. Enu nti na me ka say Mumma yenye yadwini ye se KOFI KORANTENG 2024. Eni de yenim say ye ba ka ye ba referendum ye call full force ye change the constitution. First year Ghana ebe se ja aye di je guso. Ebe
Did you see her? Did I say?
Ye da senso minia. Yenko yenua we de monkafra. Kwame Yesu ewia na yekọ Benjamin ho na yekọ Kwadwo ho Kwame na yekọ Nanahima ye damase munya abotrema yesremo enkomo ne tore bi ho no ma na ehu hiase ye bekire ase ho se de obia so nti monfa nche yesremo a wai yesremo Kwame mpacho ko
Yo, me chairman, me that's my hwehwe wache and then nyame ayadum we share it's nice to meet you all. And Mr. KOFI KORANTENG. Me ba Ghana February to April. I mean atomic coin so I mean who flyers no coin home. I can't wait to meet this man. So I'm really grateful to meet you today. Kakra person me de kan ho say I was say Ghana for setting up a personal development agenda. Senebea, majority of the people will become enlightened and financially literate. Because me 2003, na University of Ghana, me share the political parties no na na kufa doni na sefo ni show off from a little businessman's perspective no metimu say eka and or de babe ye adwuma no until there's no way he can do the job. I believe say if majority of the people had that financial intelligence, we would have gone the other way around. You are the ideal candidate to take Ghana out of the darkness we are in now. But with your leadership, what are you going to do to ensure mass enlightenment? Because there's a belief say the dumber the people, the easier to rule. Will you be able to put systems in place for us to enrich the human resource capacity in Ghana? And I say, what do you have for us in terms of that line, like educational system? Because in Kolano, ako SHS, the curriculum it is not applicable to today's reality. Okay. I just want to touch on the fact that there are some things that are already working in Ghana. As much as we don't appreciate what is not working, we need to acknowledge what is working so that as a matter of principle, we can get more things to talk about and be grateful for. As much as you criticize, acknowledge we have our peace of mind, we have our human resource that we can develop. The metimi aka no you can't kakra na ya ka the adwuma no so na ya hwese na ebetimi expand no na benefit dodo no. All right. I'll do last one first. The reason in Tia we don't have time and space for nyama ya positive ne say way overdue and too little. Inti se wo hwe enwema bi ya to say free SHS policy, a good policy. I didn't come, but one man structure in a year. So, Enna and Colano so one matriculate here at the tertiary levels, no. One more bad year number. This one bad a good thing. Okay, what the infant say free SHS cry you good. A preparation for visa, say a day qua bridge. That's all free SHS does. Yeah. Because people anyhow would be. So, inti no Emma a critical analysis of why it didn't work than the benefit. Because benefits, it's dimmed by the harsh reality of the outcome of process.
What is there to talk about? And too little. Say, our leaders now are operating at a level too substandard. And they are wallowing in a spectrum of poverty instead of massaging possibilities of excellence in the human experience. So, I don't have time for, say, Ubia, unya 30%. We are 30%. Obviously, 30% of the Ubia, we are right out of the 100%. I'm not going to sit here and dabble with you on the 30%. I want you to get into your A game. And we don't appreciate them, say, but you are far operating below your level.
Yes.
One more time. That's the first one. Second one.
Okay.
Your first question. Yeah, but heavy on a revolution of the intellect.
Thank you.
At the mass level. How do we get it on the mass level? All the sectors, will work synergistically together on the agenda of a revolution of the intellect. We'll call the mandate of one a sector to the next. They are underlining the same.
Yeah, seamless.
So, one message will be communicated across. Billboards, radio programs, TV shows, even comments. There will be a subliminal message of excellence and awareness to get us conscious of Nyoma in our environment, a bit empowering, other than say a bit disempowering. That is how we're gonna work it. We are.
But that's it for a response. We need. That's what I was waiting for, because the radio, TV is the main fuel for the revolution of the minds, and if it's filled with junk, that's what we're gonna see exhibited. But that's it. I mean, I'm rooting for you, and
thank you.
If I need to come back again or China, I'll come back to join the force.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Okay, Inti Yanko Yenya Benjamin. Benjamin, what's your question?
Of Kofi, Nankupon Shra, about the end and Nanamun Count. Amen. And some of me, Trimudia, miniature some can be a obey to me. I timid maybe Boston as obey no to add our two as a body yardum. Na Yankupon yardum, say, Yadi 2 minima, you say a babuina. One, a yaw bishop me, the yaw nation me munu, a year. Yen yan mom wabru chili. Excuse me to say, of our coffee man can see a monfanchami, because many of you. Me Ghana, Ghana, 70s, Munami war, in Ghana, me 82, and I am look say. But Ghana said, I can tell you today and tomorrow 75% or 70% age na any wabru chilisu. Yen ye Bwama Ghana, essay. Obi jam say why? Because of a coffee. Ye mammy muni yan mom wolfium, Yaticho Musa Gomochi. Eti sesia minumia no yetu kwan abenya platform ye kasa no ye ne kensi etimi kasa sesia tanse omo so omodi ba sa ye ne ye wa kwantwom yi ye ne ofa kofi omo chichire ayi ne de egu ye kon. But the only thing I can tell you today, one hand can clap. Eti kesi ye ni Ghana fo ne ye wa kwantwom no yetimi nya nation wa demonstration mi nanka Ghana fo Holland, Germany, UK ha whatever yetimi so nanka yetinka suko kokko yambezi won so. Because of a coffee, people fighting for freedom. But yeni Ghana for nan kasana, yeni peso mani koyen, yeni ankasano, yeni pebia. I don't know meaning wise. I mean you say yeni pa 1 year for say you something can say. What you say? 21st century new for coffee, and you mean penny for yeni who say yet. But Ghana for that ben yet me can ye unite say no, enough is enough. Yet me swallowing who say no, because we were Manchester. Na Kufuor do bepe president Obama Manchester ye ni shy em won kwado ba the duty someone e baye so obema ye nyoma e di bebe fie nyina no offer and the Ghana ni ntimi fa kan free Ghana UK and I say America Germany fan kofie udi ase ni pese o man ka so ndwe ba mu a sesi amiti abrochire Sisi me di a sprinter be miensa KOFI na duty no form a one me one employment no makati bio ma fan driver for miensa ma fan mate miensa kan si road a ebekwa konfa ebekwa adwuma aban beti tax do kan of yin nyan aban benya sika de egu no kofes mu but sadwe no ye mpanyimfo ani ene ye ne ye wa kwantum aso nka esi e be fati na nka ma ayi ne so me KOFI as a common sense because I know her in 2 days so tie me a be hu ye musa hu se sisi Ghana for ye wa kwantum yes okay be 6 months 8 months container car bia nkota mahabo takra de yabo common sense busan senti puna na se down no custom for no mekwa kwato dra na se wo mekwa kogu asem ye musa hu sa se 1 year na se Ghana ni bia se sia ne mfa bia ma kuro mu a emfa so be pa na aba ne benya wo de anu de kofodua bro no bi beto one man do to me pons ya me pensa me di ma Ghana na ye wo ho no se wo akwanto mu na wani so ade hu a ofa KOFI ye mpanyimfo ne mpesa wo de bebe fie na Ghana fo na so nchopoto one man bi ba Ghana ne friend Dr. Thomas Mensa binim se no nyoma wa ye nyina amanfo obetra Ghana kasa so betimi amia ye rain from Tema takura Temele Abakra yenye nim se ti akwanto mu bi free Manchester e ko adwuma Holland because of railway train system Ghana for mpanyimfo amua no and papa na wu enam so mu de ye eni hu nyoma nti o mani je hu yo me kwasi ba ko eto so eye Ghana birth and death certificate enye adwuma eti to me no sanke ye person mani developer one ye ma council no enye strong enko independent they say me busa say Ghana Metropolitan Assembly na won fa so be na enye from so a wotimi mam one single eye enye from so wuti ase because Kumasi came here who see dance pe no better on remove ukotu esika ma no anu anu say light be bo say nsuo be bo ebi ni ho Ghana nkwa ni wo man a new sat be bia anwea ka be fa de anwea kogo na di ho ya ka kwan ye di ta plan ye di bibiara because ba ko eto so mienu ese ka Ghana ye wo akura biara wo mi some do dosun
waka kekre ye
because me tro bi ma points bi na nka no tutu o ebia na ma di wachi ache me nyawo
Debi ubenyame
ka mi kikan se bi
ubenyame yes because one say no so me mpese me kase won kwana mpese me no kasa because one say no ye na ye disua de e na me kasa obi be kase ye asemi menwi hu nso ye nua Benjamin ba ye obeka ye nti mehu bibi nti me mpese obeka ni na na ebesa nti ene waka kakra ye Monday ye beba ne abeto aso ene da be ene Friday nti Monday ye beba ne abeto aso nti misrawo
o de mami fa last we am fa mana me fa manusi the last one me kasa Ghana ye wuro so enye of KOFI wadi ho dance for 21st century we obi fi sandama hemre nandom kra so obeba akra chi obefa Kumasi tech oduru juso na se kwan mu abu aguma of KOFI inipa ni jane asi but aboakusie kura na e friend rat no o emergency door but then ye wuro so ye ni emergency exit bia da baby sasema me kan fa tu trim se me boa etie na se left na kwa se already story book ufri page 1 na kwa page 2 3 na kwa 4 udru 5 na hona 2 a story na si udi asema me kan enti da me ye betime nya wuro bia be free stream baby emfa Central region na nka pia East region na du Accra of KOFI so the imagine so ufri Kumasi ba na du tech ayi kono nwu na se kwan mu abu a this so san ochi abefa sante be kwai enti kwan be so na betima fast wa e betima develop Kumasi to Accra enu 250 kilometers of KOFI run is starting wanwie kufo ba wanwie mahama ni atama so wanwie na na kufo ado abon mo anwie enti of KOFI how long na Ghana e betima develop asema me kan me bo aka kira me kusie kro emergency do by Ghana yenim emergency exit wo de me di manu be si ha
Benjamin de me mechanics
me kasa wan hwe obesere but ensem na me kan wo de fa tu trim so wo ko campaign na wo
Benjamin de okay na de me say ni na no kre na ama obia presidents any governments a woni bomu nim de omoye no ene obia betumi aba abeka nioma bebre a womo enye you see and I make us say till say Ghana for yeah sabi ye behu nyansa na ye beto aba ama ubia obetumi solve your problems de bia ye very frustrated see ya and solve problem bia Because also woke up prayer to am NDC. Dear no pay. We are Nioma okay yano bebabe. Woke prayer to am MPP. Dear no pay. Nioma wokan yano bebabe. Because Accra, Burkina Faso, a quine, and say anka yedi. You bet me in 2 years. China bar won't bet me under 1 year. China 1 year the bay. Palm Jumeirah what Dubai you see a whole city was used no 1 year under 6 years. 6 years. 6 years. Na ye ensuom kro bi atumi asi city ensuom under 6 years. A kwan da hɔ rocks was ye no kra yen 20 years ni etumi Inti enye circumstances no ena ama se Ghana for no yenya de po leadership they are working on a leadership inti yenya the right leader who de bia ye beka sasa inti mo say mo ko NDC MPP na make chem say listen MPP entume mwawo muntie de make na po any concept man womu tume mwamo womu ye mafioso kabala ye be disikani ako mahama ene ne nkrofo yi nipa ye de 9 billion mano oye na 122 billion wo de 840 billion komano onye ne den eye be 2 trillion no de beko o tume nye adwin ebi ni ho mutie de ye ka no mo bia na adamo he eye se anka wo mo mada anka bakaze na KOFI ebia kwe wabada na nipa wabada we faili no wo si o yen santoma no na to say one kasa no there's a problem with your thinking bibini jini yanko next person ho yanko yi kwedo kasa.
Yeah, Mr. Koranting, good evening and good evening to all the panel. Excuse me, the guests. Yeah. And my first question will go this way.
Mix man for BLBOY, Mr. Man for BLBO. Yeah, and they with panel.
Yeah, I've heard you throwing the punch to we the populations also. Sometimes you know, estimating come out TikTok say we should also organize whatever we can organize from our homes, like from family down up. Yeah, it is true. I believe that by all means we will be doing that, or we are doing that. But aside that also, I'm believing that it is so your own responsibility because people down, I don't know how you are reaching the rural areas, like the villages and this, because somebody will call somebody, you speak to the person will tell you that he doesn't know who is KOFI Koranting. So for me, I just want to know how are you dealing with that? Because some of them would like to see you physically. And Ghana is a small country, but it's not small country as such. So how are you dealing with that? Second, I will come down to Miller even brought it in advance. For the coalition, the fact is the fact. There is no way we can make it without coming together. Because looking at where NDC is coming from, looking at where MPP is coming from, those two parties, today, we have a gap between them. Already, what shifts the votes, we all know, was the floating voters. Aside the floating voters today, we have those Omwa shifted from MPP and NDC, and now they are stranded. They don't know where to go. And all those people are now looking, they are looking upon the third force. And the third force, I can't call you alone the third force. And I'm not going to call Sheda alone a third force. You guys need to come together, even though we are rejecting Trematin, but everything is possible. Everything is possible. We like you guys, no matter whatever it is, to come together. Because without coming together to face these people is going to be a problem. They are holding power. Even NDC is not there, but if NDC should allow you, today to come and to come and have that seat, he will prefer MPP should be there because some of them still eating from there. So we may need you guys to come together.
Okay.
And when you come together, we call, 3 of you or maybe 2 of you, maybe the third force. And if he comes to that, the news is going to be because even the media, if he comes to that after media, talking about MPP, and they will come to NDC, then the third force is going to be you guys who are coming for reform.
All right.
You see,
so let me ask you a question. Kwadwo, let me ask you a question real quick. If you knew if there is entity, there's KOFI Koranting, there is a second entity, a third entity. And then we found out that the second and third entities that we were thinking of bringing together are all supported by NDC and MPP. Would you still want me to join with those entities? Yes or no?
Yes.
You would still want me to join with them?
Yeah, what I'm saying that let's leave MPP and NDC aside.
No.
For us, or maybe I'm not getting your question clear.
What I'm saying is we have 3 entities, KOFI Koranting and 2 other people, right?
Okay.
The second person is sponsored by MPP. And then the third person is sponsored by NDC. Do you still want KOFI Koranting, because they are independent candidates, do you still want KOFI Koranting to merge with them?
No, unless today somebody is telling me that maybe that is what is going on,
And so today I'm telling you that that's what is going on.
Now, then if that's what is going on, then Ghana, it's like we are not allowing ourselves to move forward. Because
listen, pay attention, relax. A couple of things. I just want to clear a couple of things. So Kwadwo, what I'm saying is most of the people who are behind the second entity and the third entity do not know that they are being sponsored by NDC and MPP. They don't know. So they keep pushing KOFI Koranting, merge with 2, merge with 3, merge with 2, merge with 3, because they see the face of them and they see that they are nice, good people. KOFI has to merge with these 2 people. But behind them, there's NDC and MPP. I can see from behind because I know them. So my job here to do is to educate Ghanaians who are expectant of that alliance to understand that not all of them are true. Some of them are appendages. They are mutations of NDC and MPP. So now, some of them we don't know. I cannot say all of them. So what I'm saying to Ghanaians is, please allow me some time for me to investigate further to be sure if we get the green light that they are truly independent in nature and control, then we will merge with them. But I am not going to rush to merge with them when we don't have the green light yet. Do you understand what I'm saying, Joe?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I've gotten that one clear.
I understand. You are 100% right. We have to come together. But before we come together, please give me some time to also investigate them to make sure that they are true, so that I don't end up disappointing you, because the worst that could happen is for me to rush to align with them and to find out later that they are mutations of NDC and MPP. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, I've gotten that one clear. And my last point is concerning the state of Ghana today. As we are, we've been already committed to these IMS issues and how debt, the country is indebted. our resources, somebody came and made it clear that from our mine, our gold mining, site, what we getting from there, or our resources, what we getting from there, it's not enough to do anything with. And at the same time, we are also indebted. We've taken loans and other things. So you coming with all this around, we are, we today talking about how we are going to, construct our roads and other things. How are you going to man the country with this situation?
Okay, good question. So it's very simple. Number one, we're going to invest heavily into agriculture. Agriculture is going to be the main bane of our income. So now, where are we going to get the $10 billion a year for the next 10 years for agriculture? Where are we going to get the money from? Well, it so happens that for the last 32 years, we have lost on average about $3 billion to $4 billion to corruption every year. So for 32 years, that becomes $96 billion. If we want our money back and we go for our money and we even get 50% of that money, that's still 45 plus billion we can put into agriculture to start. We put to about $7 billion to tax benefits. We give tax rebates to foreign direct investors and foreign companies coming into the country. There's no need to give them these tax rebates and tax incentives. Okay, it costs us money. There are about 30% of people who paid taxes in Ghana. The rest of the people who work don't pay taxes. We're going to increase from 30 percentile to 95 percentile. Most of the people who don't pay taxes are the rich folks who have the rich businesses. You see? So we're going to make sure they pay taxes. So when you put all this together and you cut down on waste and you reduce government, the government is taking about 60 to 70% of our total GDP to pay the running of the government. There's no need to have over 100 ministers. There's no need to have 275 parliamentarians. There's no need to have over 6,000 appointees by the president into our public sector. There's no need. It's a waste of money. We're going to shrink that from where it is now. 75% we're going to shrink it by. Where is the savings going to go? Into what we're talking about. So we have the money. We have the money. We're not going to IMF. We're done with IMF.
Thank you. Thank you very much. And I will plead with you. Maybe we will pray that you will come. And when you come, I will,
Fight for me to come, and then I'll show you magic.
Yeah, it's a suggestion for construction of roads and other things. We have engineers and other things in Ghana. If Burkina Faso, if they are able to manufacture their gold, a plant that process a gold, we should be able to also construct our roads ourselves without bringing Chinese and these Indians and other people. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Kojo. Thank you. Let's go to Nanaima. Thank you, Kojo. Nanaima Papabi, please talk to us. Nanaima, Nanaima, release your microphone. Thank you.
Politics and all this stuff. But another me saw me TikTok ana obetoso. So me jina huti kakra na me pray. Exactly. Normally I'm also host ewo TikTok.
Hey sir, any everybody any on social so.
Sound.
Tit for tat. What by there so yes you about there so.
Sound. Any what's over because me I think say most of the Kojo Beka size is here cry and also I Obama so think so more happy be also. But I can't politics. But you see, me who so more person more politics as a man that be a make cut down. So we're not gonna talk about politics. But you say no ma allow a more kasa, but what do you mean to within that? Ubi ambo udi also that, yes. And sometimes so on man sound.
So now what you may be as
Sound. Yeah, but Obia ba, yes, indeed, Nana, exactly. KOFI, Kojona Ekanwasi ono. I don't know. It was very interesting to me, but I'm thinking, say, Obia ba oka the same thing. Epacho, minim di obit my Ghana because Ghana, no, I don't know. Minim di eko. Mr. We di went from Mama Bakumi Nubia. Na me platform so mbeke kanse ma metimenya biaka.
You netiane say Obia ba ase upe ema miensa na bi omma wo jollof recipe. Obia dey be about the same because ingredients na with very slight variations. So say would you now say jollof there as a munam recipe near because a jollof recipe a governance.
Okay.
From the perspective of the parkour to me na or the aye no me na obeka se obi ade epe but adwea ewo wo mutirima wo mode kan e different.
Okay.
Nti wa wo bisa question no so wonnima and no ne ma ye mistake out of desperation ye jump from Mahama e rekofa Akufuado na Akufuado nim de oka so ye mu ye ntie ye ni pinu ye nim what to expect from Obia ye pese obeye omanpanyin ewo Ghana. Number one, ebi ne say nipa kro pese obeye manpanyin na bisa say ni sika na ode ye campaign e free he wan de amano because nipa kro sika ode be campaign ono na say odi abana oba be ka kire ne say fa we she ha fa we to ha ma we nyesi eba be ma oman na edi mu ana ebe kofam. Sasa the pen say ye ma ye fridge the pen say ye ma ye magi ye ma ye mo ye ma ye ntoma na ye ni agye de eka enenam ye de owu nenam ye ya ye be wo se wonti ye ndin de nti a wonti ye ndin say ye nkwaje sika o ba bia amfa ye din toto ba bia because amani hunu ne be Ghana for.
Okay.
The way we are pushing our message is organically through the people. Say, "Muamun for masamun ko because ye ya ne ma mewu ne ye si ye nko bobo si en free baby asi de be ye na be ye ka."
And no cry and support Sabosiano.
Sanity. Inti de ye can say ye nko jisika baby em fa me ye glitz em fa impress Ghana for enko to cars ne trucks brandeno emfa ne nane na maye emmo canopies akese nyina so ensa emma rap dadafo emmeto nnwom ma yensa da bi ni na no eka no da ho 10-15 years ma timamfo de ye ne se ye ka no kre ne se ye ba ye be change constitution ade ne ye change constitution ena ma mpanyifo no bokro no Obia enkase obe change constitution because onim say o change constitution na na onim de be si ye ba ye si ye be eradicate corruption ye be too corruption ase obia to be nkase obe too corruption ase because woman be kasa ni na no woman kasa woman ye corrupt.
Okay.
Me de me kasa because me corruption be any mambrabo. Number 3, ye say ye be institute a national development plan. Obia ye oi ba wabe jina simpie so say opeso ye president ontumi nkasa obia ba se me de me manifesto beba. Na de tell say we de the manifesto ba na obesati bibia okwa na we ba onyo no no akọ start ne de. Ono no kwa we ba onye and the reason is one could sika no wa breach say ye dey kwa kosi dan we one si dan 1-2 levels per near disika no inti say NDC ne be ba Yet this sika no wo mu no on person or this sika ono no okura no kwatoa so ko sika bi anim nti o say onye project no ono na kwaji sika foforo say me dey be project we no we this sika no we ba o say eno ultimate to us because ono na so ko raise sika no sika no pay di no ono ko raise information project no onye no ono akwaji sika loan no dey be different project nti de bia no projects ni yewie.
Wow. Akomune nchiremo.
Wow. Yeah, they say a national development plan a day bano for the next 50 years in Ghana. Lachiche 4 years. Ubani amount 4 years, why you're there now? Ubani amount 8 years, 4 years, why you're there now? I won't change direction. Then now, Babe, housing for Ghana for healthcare. Employment, meaningful employment, jobs, my lifestyle, education, relevant education, I will be school, no, not eduma da ho train.
Okay.
Transportation, say you bring your mass transit system. Telecommunication, say, who kasa o phone so who MTN, who Vodafone, who MTN, or say your line is temporarily out of a na just say ukra phone ba ko ha no na yese ofre we ya yese wadum no so na wa ukra wa de telecommunication ni adwuma security say ahoko abegu Ghana sese wo pe ema de bia na mabo se ma no Senegal for asenfo no mu twu wo mo were so na ye manicure ne pedicure ma wo mo obi afri Ghana ni be ma bia ni won mo twi mo werefo wo na foreigners wo mo phone cases wo mo yes enwuma ni na restaurant in kitchen wo ho ye start to turn your ma wo kwan ho ni na say aye foreigners wo pe phone cover wo mo be change phone cases ama wo ko circle Nigeria phone kwan na gu circle say ya wo mo ye phone for you.
Oh wow.
The ECOWAS. There are more than 4 million Nigerians into as the whole Greater Accra region and the whole Ashanti region. Yeah, they have 16 regions. So it is say you 18 regions. So namunim. 18 regions near over Ghana. Yes, 16. Yeah, budgets now for 16. So you 18. Because Nigeria for the other African for a big Ghana. So into only security. Recreation, set on my map, any beji said, men so me free Ghana, me ko park, me nam kwewu, na mountains, no so ya gondolas, ni ye sky train mu, na ye de na ye koko.
Na dream pa na o kanesa, o ye sure say Ghana bi betima ba ho.
I didn't into me ma.
Because some of the wo make up me ne, me hu bisa.
Say leaders now ma picking na adwene wo fam. Ti e better no money. I didn't know what from any resources.
Yeah.
Because your golden kwa you 2 year one day Ghana government 2023 almost 10 billion.
Wow.
10 billion no ya add value 0 to it. Ya de mabroni na 10 billion no add value times 10 and kwa 100 billion. Burj Khalifa what your friends say Dubai, I had the tallest building in the world, and I had 1.5 billion this year. Unya 100 billion, ubet me see 50 Burj Khalifas.
Wow.
Ubet me 50 Burj Khalifas. In 16 regions, no. Ubet me see 2, and no crown 32.
Wow.
Which we see 3 Burj Khalifas, just the tallest building in the world. Imagine the amount of employment at the Beba.
On there for sure.
Inti enye sika na ye problem because sika ne de ebi wo ho pa adwene no na wo fam. Adwene no na wo fam. Inti nka nkyere me say ye ntumi nye, ye betumi aye pa if you have the right leader. Inti eno ne recreation. Ne akọ market so. Hwe wako dwom na nsenya hwe ye dwom woma mepe wo mu dwom pa ye Brazil ko Brazil dwom na hwe tiles aye dia ye FM ya ye stalls benches ukopa na wato ebi aduane bi no atena bench ho na wudidi na efekwa ya ye stores ya ye vaults mode musika ba shem police wo ho clinic wo ho amoyare a nurseries wo ho daycare centers wo edwom ho se mo ba edwom a mode mo ma akọ daycare center ma hweso aye edwuma enye
Really?
hell
Oh,
yeah.
And the Belgium had a come at a wunya bipisa.
But
Yeah.
America said we are building a system. The best systems of the world. And you need now Ghana.
Wow.
So into any market, your retailers no, you're building in levels. Free corner stores, not wako supermarkets, not wako mega markets, no wako malls, no wako mega malls. I didn't need to mean yes, sir. Most work room head now South Africa for na BC Amaya $1 Yansa be in the womb.
Associate go to so.
Come on.
Wow.
South Africa for who said Sebi Yansan ye ni binti woman no toy gold. South Africa. No
Wow.
yen gold. Aside from ye two galam say could Dubai. Gold that Ghana government to South Africa for netto. Because when who say adwena ebo fem na woman add value no woman ton hey I say wo abrofu na wonnim dokno ye na obi beto wabro no na ode ye dokno ton ma wo a say di
I said no one ekoso chocolate the ton ma ya
of course because Switzerland I say wo mu
KOFI na di ntina unim say I don't know the dear pa na ye the problem I say I think so sometimes the crowd when I'm chrome her in Belgium but when I'm chrome her I think say abrof no crowd mu say like the enkofo mu papa
of course
gold bibia ho o say
obi am person man visa because who say we are at the bottom of the social ladder because of leaders are picking up in Ghana fuin ye because of leaders are picking up a reflection on us in leaders papa no mu say ye nimunyansa no ye ko ba bia wo wiase a wo mabu yen
sa
asembe na woke ye leaders here reflection wo free kotoka na we see former wo fa air bridge no so a wo be air conditioner say wo pia bontin ape carts aye de luggage is so no 50% na rules na say wase me
they pass bit me pia cry sometimes
wo pia kwa na allocate cart why not yet responsible for maintenance say cart say ebia bearing a shame keke na say we na wasesa na aye foforo obi anye ni na say wotwe wan anye adwuma no apia na handle abu no apia sinche na yede ni na afra papa no what kind of people are we? Come on, we are level 1 and you're level 1 thinking of grandpa a basement thinking for leadership. Come on, man.
There's a problem, man. There's a problem.
Leadership.
Mate say omo yare omo ba abroche na ekoso omo yare enti ibusa me ho say enti a omo mfere ese
ono a wo afa ne se onhwe wo na wo ho nto no ono ba adwuma no se o me yare kakra enti be kodu ba enti wo de twen me why na wo yare ya no akọ 37 ne kolebu the whole hospital na your morgue the whole hospital department of cardiology there be a department of morgology there be a morgue because there be a wo be do kolebu no you could die instantly
bacteria
oh massa kokolebu ko he ntia mo ha esio ato he apopo bibre nam down and I'm say hey na ye kra den na ye problem go to kolebu and go and see Osha dani bia say na nti ye normal na we broni be hu a say on visa because on person with this idea we never be chrome because a sub level a animalistic and more crano they move in packs to protect one. Until they move in groups. Yeah, no, yeah.
Debbie. Jealousy.
Change the constitution, institute, eradicate corruption, and institute a national development plan. And you're 10 and the Makanchi on the last one, a manka, say, you bet a functional central business district. You need central business district. Inti abroche for bad one person me business be a mo abroche no da ben na wo dwene ade bi ho a wo ba ya wo be call secretariat be boa say oh media nana hema waba e bia wo Belgium no wo ye fashion designer e bia wo in cosmetology inti waba no ye be align with cosmetology for e wo Ghana na matumi brainstorm na wo the idea bi o di fi abroche na ba na
that would be nice. Yeah, we could go. Yeah, we could go really forward. Yeah, because
it's not any possible. Say the Nanahima Kusian or Belgium no to get down a niba, train them for that many years, and Nanahima dia kunya nisa education, ne expertise no. Not possible. Say you be training a person in Ghana, Ubenya Sanyo many na in 2 years, 3 years. Any possible. It would take us hundreds of thousands of dollars, maybe perhaps even millions. Nti said no na broni akɔkyerɛ ne saa nneɛma no ɔsi ɔba Ghana na wabɛboa near their lefty bibia. Why will we not give her the support? You bet charge you say what the yare na eba ha nti wo ba airport ho you charge you your friend say medical insurance and no kra be detail wo say bra.
Ono kra mate e ampa. Obi be come a platform so. Aso
because woman disikana woman say diaspora for penny betumi abuom koma diskanti ye begisa na mo diaspora for na hema wo kan bi mama platform no so a metwa wada pa bia mu
na wano so ya
na okasa agrona tie the problem I want to say abroche for more than over $6 billion in Ghana every year. Moment one me na me win election no na yes anyo me na yema abroche for won to wo na wo ma na mama 6 billion na mo de ban ye Ghana for mpanyimfo ye wo hoi ye best stress mo life NDC MPP ye best stress mo life akopem se mbaka Ghana no mo ma bio no ma to nkro no na asa.
Na bebere kura omo sidan so omo mba omo ntime mba omo ba omo hu nto omo se omo ba me platform yi so omo se woda kura na sa wuti kukura na wo yema hyew omo so bi ba so yeah
sanity because I'm Robert Nyawa e kwan so benya accident ewu police ni be sika uko hospital aye ma waduro they will make your life miserable. Ghana ni bia ye wo to Ghana say krimpe
na Max me fa ne mbra me de ne ba sa de ya me show ne so de wo ba wo ba hyehyɛ o
me
etitirifo nko ani go
oh de na me hu da
we are sure omo ye too much
oh masa
ena ni ni aso se diaspora for no abotire for no
me se o de fa me braso
da be na benya ho ene yen schedule me hu se nkofo trotro se na hema yen fa ne mbra enti ne yen schedule
one befro wechi ho na me nkrofo no befro wechi ho no why
so yeah and your omo inbox me
one befro na one no why na inti na ma ye be ba ne abe cancer match ye be bi nyoma so akire mu na mo amahu se
but yeah I think senka nke be very good nanka senka mama me a photo ana bibi na me dia ye de him I will message you
obe ma bibia we here don't worry
Mate yo but I think say Mate yo
you be you every hona ye kasa later inti na hima ko yanko Red Shot Studios talk to me.
Okay, okay, boss. Thanks for the good work you are doing. Yeah. Now, I'm into film production, and I want to know your plans for us, because it looks like there is no system.
No.
to foster creativity in this country, access to infrastructure or facilities or something for our productions we don't get. So I want to know your plans for us.
All right. Inti a simple way in your day say New Yorker, there's a place called the New School. Ubia, we are into film and music and entertainment. Monche, the New School, you'll be blown away. Our Manhattan. First, not your friend at the Audrey Cohen College. Now, it was so good, said the city adopted it and called it the New School. But me niama me koya me kusua hono ena yede babe build the platform and infrastructure for Ghana entertainment, music, any arts industry, no yede babe build it. And also in sports and so the same thing. And no one say yebema funding to develop a friend saying competencies in the music and arts. Now, your friend baby, is it North Carolina or South Carolina? I always forget. But I'm saying in the Carolinas, one more a film studio be at Mekoho. I was just blown away. Hey, just say Obekase. I mean, Tyler Perry takes it to a whole different level, but Obekoho no na ya build it. Just say. To say football field, best say 2. Near build a studio of cameras and your machinery nominate Nina just to train and exploit perfections out of people into that field. Camera now part the mount. And you may be will pay once you graduate, your support system, and your friend the tools of the trade. Into specialty beyond you go through protocol B, SBA, Small Business Administration. Now I qualify, will put you on a database, not the amount tools of the trade. Listen, the amount of time and expertise and training and development the youth move in arts and entertainment it's going to be unbelievable. It's going to be unbelievable. And one place here best started anyway, National Cathedral. National Cathedral and converting into a place, a graduate center, ubia we graduate, no special pass, how the paho BDD bets now logging on to the most sophisticated computers in the world. Now, which mean the best of the best professors, Tihonoma, Oba, Uba. There are halls you could get into groups now. More thrusty ideas to say, discipline into arts, filmmaking, into about this, and then a group of you go. You just have to book a room or hall. You go, you sit, you talk, you develop. To say what your friends saying, we'll call Silicon Valley. One more, kind of saying, oh man, will be beyond from. One more units of cells are one more created for specific specialities. Now, one more develop one. That's how you thrust the mind. And when you National Cathedral on Saturday, and then you and your cathedral. Well, be cathedral of the mind. And you Inti Minia, we're going to put a lot of money into it because a discipline we have forgotten and neglected because Ghana need impaying for they always want to see instant gratification with skill sets. Bibia or china when you degree with your acquire with your nyesika. Bibia esoteric, one person university BB. So by say the next edition of development, We're going to be investing so much money there. And that's what we're going to be doing. Richard. Oh, okay. We're mute now. Okay, so we're done with red shot. Let's go to the next. Yanko. Kwesimuna. 69. Talk to me. Okay, Kwesimuna is not coming. Let's go to Emmanuel. Emmanuel, talk to us.
Minya,
Yes, sir.
what's your name?
Kwesi, Koso.
Kofi Otide.
Media boko minya wabandan.
Nyamina Dumo. Michechi I Bishop Fumina.
Media jodo.
I hope they can.
Mama care where?
I mean, I'm requesting picture as a posters.
Oh, wow.
Yeah,
Wow.
when I print into especially Accra West, the best start the supposed to home.
That's nice. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you so much for your good work.
Kofi, many things are simple. I have the trust in you. You go straightforward. Highways. What's the timeline? 6-lane real highway. Because I mean, to Ghana, any highway or highway or Ghana.
So the first highway. Oh, sorry. Finish your question.
Yeah, what's the timeline? A highway, and how is it going to be? I expect it to be crisscrossing the whole of Ghana, near from only Accra to the north, and putting anywhere. It's a logistic. Now, no one can be here on the plan. What's the timeline?
All right. So in the first 4 years, no, the NDC, and this goes back to the RTI, NDC and MPP, information on what's up with Mwetu, we've seen that there are a lot of holes in it on Yampa. So we need to get a clear picture. But what I could tell you is we're going to be more than 50% done in the first 4 years of our administration of the 78,000 kilometers of roads all over Ghana. No, we're going to be more than 50% done on the first 4 years.
Okay. Now, the question is real highway because I don't think they are qualified to be.
We're doing international standard. So Accra is going to be 6 lanes, 6 lanes.
Very good.
I was hoping that it would be 10 lane. But no. People don't understand. Listen. We see at China, they're doing 10 lanes. Now, the reason why depending on how money comes in, we're going to do 6, which is expandable to 10. And the reason is because we have to build for the next 50 years. Now, for the next 15 to 20 years, you guys don't know what's going to happen. Let me tell you what's going to happen. What's going to happen is Ghana, by virtue of our position, we are in the middle of the biggest Francophone, biggest Anglophone economies, Ivory Coast and Nigeria. When we fix Ghana, they are all coming here in a 1,000-mile radius from Ghana. We're going to have over close to 500 million people. Ghana is going to be a hub, a central business location for the whole of Africa. So a lot of the rich people, hey, listen, I don't want to talk about these things, but guys, Monteo, a lot of the rich people in Africa are going to be moving to Ghana. Commerce, everything is going to be Ghana. Ghana is going to be 10 times better than South Africa. Nigeria will not come close. It's going to be the center of Africa. I'm telling you. So because of this, we have to think ahead. Ghana is going to go from where it is now in the next 15 years to 50 million people. So when you build a 6-lane now, in 15 years, it's going to be obsolete. You're going to have to expand it. and it's going to be more expensive. So 15 years from now to 15 years is a very short span. If you build it now, you save tons of money, even though it might look like, say, now KOFI, why do you put 10 lanes into, you don't need 10 lanes. No, it's forward looking and it's going to be significantly less expensive. And because you have all the infrastructure going on at the time, the best time to make the 10 lane is when the machines are on there doing the 6 lane, they expand it with 4 lanes. Do you guys understand what I'm saying? It's cheaper like that. It's more cost effective to do a 10 lane because you build for the future and it's going to meet that demand. So if you go by car, you can literally travel from here to Burkina Faso in 4 or 5 hours. And we're going to have fast rails running, and the fast rails are going to do it in less than 2 hours because we're traveling at 400 kilometers per hour right now. That's what the bullet trains are doing in China. Now, my doing, and that's what we're going to be investing in. So it wouldn't even serve you to be doing a car unless you want to take a look at the countryside. You are going to be doing bullet trains. That's the order of the day, man. That's what we're going to be doing. Listen, Ghana is going to be so beautiful. Yeah. When I must say, I want to ask you, Minia, I'm done with you. Okay, can you guys hear me? Why do I get a feeling that this thing went off? Okay, can you guys hear me? Can you hear me? Okay, so let's go. Who are we? Okay, so Emmanuel Kosuno, talk to me. Emmanuel Kosuno, Emmanuel going once. Emmanuel going twice.
Oh.
Emmanuel going 3 times. You out of here. Imam, talk to us.
Oh my goodness.
Bring the show to a close for us.
Yes, Abba. Very quick.
Madam Chairperson.
Original, number 1. Yempe yi na yepe abedi ebusuafo. Yempe yi abedi na yepe. Waka chede osida waka mo hia akire hen. Na anye de yebedi na echi. Mr. Kofi Koranten is the deal for Ghana. Sisia, we cannot look at left, we cannot look at right. The only person we have to look at is Mr. Koranten. And I'm not saying this just to say this. For that long, and he has really hit the nail on the head. Question or answer no, like today. I don't know why you didn't understand him. He is the man. Man, because so parliamentarian on to me yeshe mahen wagana. So DC abada, come on, we know the deal. Obia niwa oshe abanasa otumi ye bibiada. Aban pet no power. Inti yambo modern. Yen remove this mafioso cabal in fiho. Na yen fa Mr. Kofi Koranten bra meshe ho. Na on my hand a beautiful foreign Ghana. Na ya wa kwentu mi yanko. Na menuanom ojina me na we yedo, especially diasporas. One my young contribute massively. Let's contribute massively to support him because he's not going to borrow money from anybody. He's not. It's going to depend on me and you. And the donation number is 059-999-5120. And then you can also go to www.kofikoranten.com/donation. If you have any kind of questions,
donate.
/donate, I'm sorry, /donate. www.kofikoranteng.com/donate. Please, Ebusiafo, welcome ya chrehin. May ye mawada yetanyin. He's selfless. He has chada willingly waka chende soba no on to me ya. Obeka da mama came sanabwa. Or the bot one wako. Na yenyim shudo botumaye. What is not possible? If Dubai is able to get water in their country, what can't Mr. Kofi Koranteng do for Ghana? Ghana with gold, diamond, silver, bauxite, everything, manganese, brass, everything we have. What don't we have? All we need is human resource, which he has. Mr. Koranteng has it all. One man supporting, full support. This is not about Mokwajono, Feyuko Bom, Feyuko Bom. Do you know the other people what they have? Before we start saying that, go and join with this person, go and join with this person. He's ready to do anything for Ghana. So don't worry. If the right time comes, he will join with who he has to join with. And the right person, trust me, he is not going to follow blindly. This man has his eyes open, as wide as a snake. So we should support him financially, physically, with every kind of, if you have a used car that you want to help us with, if you can give us one poster, if you can give us a billboard, please, come on, do it for us. Because this is not for just him. It's not even for him. It's not for me. It's for us, Ghana. It's for us, Ghana. In terms of ya GM Ribi, watcher, kakra mekanyin, yadawanase, yamisho bia oba platform you do.
Excellent. Madam Chair Lady,
Yes, sir.
listen, you can't have it better. This is the Chair Lady of New Vision Movement. We are good like that because we got it like that.
That's right.
Madam Chair Lady, Imam, be leading us. So we are so thankful for her and for her leadership. Imam, thank you so much. Ladies and gentlemen, we're going to be back here. I don't know, but Pacho won't follow in. Musa yeba pe wobe today aba no aba wabiti no one boy hen. Again, like I always say, if the diaspora we win in you no one boy hen may change Ghana, the diaspora will suffer more than anybody else because you have the higher expectation of BBR. And Ghana will not give it to you. They will let you pay out of your noses. So let's change this for once so that we wouldn't have to pay forever. It's so simple. It's mathematical.
Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, as always, your steadfast advocate for outstanding leadership. Live abundantly and prosper till we meet again. God bless our homeland, Ghana. Thank you so much. Have a good night.